Hey, yo. Edge has given a pretty definitive answer on the retirement question. A couple of weeks ago on Raw, he was in front of his hometown crowd of Toronto. And after Raw went off air, he grabbed a microphone and said, so next August, I plan on seeing each and every one of you. And in a perfect world, we'll all say goodbye to each other that night. Hey, that's okay, man. This is the place for me to do it. I mean this when I say it. I love you, love all of you. Yeah. And I think that that would be, I want him to ride off into the sunset.
Right. Let's go into a year knowing it's the last. It's like when a TV show that's been going on for a long time knows that, okay, this is our last season.
Yeah.
Let's go out with a bang and not just ride out until we get canceled. It's the same kind of situation with wrestlers. If you're towards the end of your career and you know it, book one final year, do one final awesome year of wrestling, and then wrap her up.
And with Edge, you can really do a lot of very good stuff in a year.
Absolutely.
So I expect it. You better not mess this up because, he did. And I almost wonder if he should be allowed to win this retirement match.
And that's kind of been the way things have been going.
He's already lost one retirement match.
Right.
Where he was forced out.
That's true.
I think just in a perfect world, if anybody else gets to win their retirement match, I think Edge should get that.
It's becoming more and more common.
Yeah.
It's happened a handful of times now.
Yeah.
The most notable one being The Undertaker. But that was kind of I don't know how much of a match that counts. It was
did Triple H win his retirement match, which was in Saudi Arabia in a tag match?
Did they win or lose? I don't remember.
I think he was wrestling
it was him and Shawn Michaels versus Taker and Kane, wasn't it?
No.
Is that not what you're talking about?
This was a house show in Saudi Arabia. Oh. And he wrestled Shinsuke Nakamura. He was in a tag team against Shinsuke Nakamura and somebody else.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it was a very weird last match. But no, I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that'll be good. Hey, yo, got some Clash at the Castle rumor roundup here for you.
Oh, I'm so very excited for that.
Got 3 rumors. Rumor numero uno, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns might be dropping the titles to Drew McIntyre.
Both titles?
Both titles. If it were to ever happen, I think it would happen across the pond. If Drew were to...
Fair enough. In Wales.
Yeah.
I can get it.
Secondly... Tyson Fury might be making his return to WWE at this event for the first time since, I think, 2019?
Something like that.
2017, maybe? Wow, it's been a while. But he's already been spotted in, I think, Cardiff, around the area.
Okay.
So that rumor is still flying.
I just found it very interesting that he's still allowed to be called the Gypsy King when we've really tried to cancel the word gypsy.
Right. And lastly, and this is the big one, and this still might be just a rumor, but ties back into that main title picture. Rumor has it, Bray Wyatt will be making his comeback during the main event at Clash at the Castle. The prevailing theory is that theory will cash in during the match, turning this into a triple threat match, which automatically makes the match a no disqualification match. And this opens the door for Wyatt to interfere, giving a possible pathway to the aforementioned title change without making Roman appear to lose cleanly or fairly.
I'm okay with that because you really do need to have a way for Roman Reigns to lose. Mm-hmm. Unfairly?
And to get him off of TV for a while, because I think that's the plan. Once he loses the title, he's going to take a break. He's going to go kind of part-time, give him a couple months off to regroup and come back. It wouldn't have to start a feud with Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt could then start his next thing. But I don't know what version of Bray Wyatt we'd be talking about. And it could all go out the window tomorrow and it just be another one of these fake rumors. But I've seen this one in more of the more competent rumor mills and dirt sheets than I've seen elsewhere.
Well, speaking of the rumor mills, hey, yo, did you see that today it was rumored, confirmed by Pro Wrestling Insider that Braun Strowman will be appearing on next Monday Night Raw. Since his absence, after being exited from the company, what was that, 2020?
I don't think it was that. I think it was last year, wasn't it?
Okay.
I think he wasn't one of the first ones.
No, he wasn't one of the first ones. He has been working with Ring of Honor. He's done a little bit. I think he did something on Impact. And then he has also been working with EC3's new company, Control Your Narrative.
Control Your Narrative, yeah.
Which it's funny to me because Control Your Narrative was really based on EC3, Braun Strowman, and Karrion Kross. And all three of those guys were like, oh, forget the WWE. You know, they suck and we hate them. And then Triple H is in charge. It's like, we would love our jobs back if you don't mind. And EC3 is just sitting there. Just like, okay.
Yep.
I guess nothing.
I've heard that Braun Strowman's still in fantastic shape.
He looks fantastic. You checked his Instagram?
Not lately. No.
Oh.
But also that he likely won't be coming back like in a full-time capacity because he's not really interested in a full-time capacity.
Yeah.
He's enjoying being able to have time to himself and with his family and stuff. And so we might see him for a few months and then not, and then a few months. It might also be a semi part-timer role. But I'm all for it. I love Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's a fun character. He's only gotten better as a wrestler and on the mic in the last few years. So I'm for it. Hey, yo. NXT is bringing back Halloween Havoc next month.
Whoop.
This is always a fun event sporting the Wheel of Havoc. Havoc. Habacus. That adds stipulations to the matches all night. That's one of those. Did they do that specific gimmick with the WCW Halloween Havoc? Did it have the spinning wheel with stipulations? I feel like it did, but not initially. I feel like they added that towards the end, didn't they?
Because there were like standard matches.
Right. And I think there still probably are going to be a couple standard matches, but it's always fun.
Hey, yo. Sorry, I lost where my notes were. Fightful Select was able to confirm that Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler were not slated to be a part of the first version of the AEW Fight Forever game. They have advised sources that connected to the game wouldn't confirm how far into the game they were still being concluded into the process of making the game.
Yeah.
But they are officially apparently not a part of the game, which I think is very strange.
It's booty.
Because, like, their whole thing was we need to go over to AEW to get pushed.
Right.
And now they're not even in the game.
They're just not getting breaks at all as a tag team, no matter where they go.
And I think a big thing, there's reasons they're upset about it is because that comes with like pay bonuses.
Oh yeah, that comes with royalties.
And like, we want monies.
We're looking to make the money.
We're lacking the money.
That's exactly how they sound. Hey, yo, my last one is not so much news, just a reminder that a big weekend of wrestling ahead, Clash at the Castle Saturday, AEW All Out, and NXT Worlds Collide on Sunday.
All Out is this weekend?
Yeah, bro. Gosh. So much.
That's a big weekend.
They're really building up NXT Worlds Collide as well. They're trying to run the entire length of All Out.
Oh, of course they are.
And so and from early looks at the card and what they've been building, a lot of people are thinking this might be the best NXT themed pay-per-view in years. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for what All Out brings. All Out is always a good time. All Out and Double or Nothing. Always good.
Here's the thing. If NXT puts together a good card to go up against the All Out card, and I will admit that I do not know what the All Out card looks like. And I don't know what the Worlds Collide card looks like.
Yeah, I don't really know either.
But if they put together an interesting enough card that's like, hey, I can watch NXT Worlds Collide for the $5 a month I'm already playing in Peacock.
Right.
Or I can pay $60 for All Out.
Yeah, that's their one real killer right now with these.
Yeah. It's a problem
bouts
for them. And they'd be making a good decision if they got with TNT and was like, we need a streaming service. TNT needs its own streaming service.
So All Out's got Jon Moxley versus CM Punk's rematch.
Okay.
It's got the finals of the Trios Championship with the Elite versus the Dark Order. Or the Best Friends. I'm not sure which one. It says or. I was wondering if there's a match earlier in the night. I don't know. Anyway, Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs. World Tag Team Championship, Swerve and Our Glory versus the Acclaimed. Casino ladder match. It's always fun. Wardlow and FTR versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns. Jungle Boy versus Christian Cage. Jade Cargill versus Athena for the TBS Championship. House of Black versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro.
That's a very odd tag.
That's a weird team right there.
And I'm here too.
And a few others. Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho looks like. Interim Women's World Championship. 4-way battle here. But yeah, that looks like a pretty good card too. It's gonna be a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
A lot of wrestling to catch up on.
It'll be good. Well, my last hey yo, we'll close it out with this, and this kind of leads into some ideas I have for our next segment. But there is a rumor that AEW's chief legal officer, Mega Parek,
Perfect.
I don't know.
Perfect.
Sure. Sent an email to Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan warning them not to tamper with their talent. Which, first of all, how dare you? Your entire company is built on the concept of tampering with other people's talent.
Yeah. I think there was a specific thing, though, that they did with Chris Jericho that they weren't supposed to do.
Oh.
Like, there was a specific thing that is... I don't know if it's legally looked down or legally a problem, or if it's just like heavily looked down upon. But yeah, like they were really trying to convince Chris Jericho to break his contract and come to WWE.
Ah, man.